Hello and welcome back. Session 4. How are we all? Good to see you again. So, last 3 sessions we worked up and finished on chord patterns in Open G. I hope you did well on them. I'm sure you did. Now we're going to introduce the right hand into finger picking. It's in the workbook. I'm guessing page 7, but I could be wrong. Look it up. Finger picking exercise. Now, finger picking is something that is more about teaching your fingers and muscles how to work independently. So the confrontation is purely mechanical and muscles. It's not that you don't have the ability to do it. It's just like doing this. You have to teach things to work independently. Now, to do that, we need to have this hand comfortable. Just like in our strumming and everything, we just getting this hand to understand what it feels like to be in the right position is what all this practice with the right hand does. The more you play, and this is why I said I don't want people using plectrums, so the more you feel at home with your hand sitting on the strings, it's always automatic. As soon as I pick up a guitar and I sit down, my right hand is here. Now, what this does first off is it gives me something to hold, or a way to hold the guitar, comfortable in my lap where it needs to sit. But I automatically have my fingers on the strings. I don't consciously go, I'm going to put them on all of those strings to start off with, but you can see that my thumb is over the top touching strings. My other fingers, these 3, are sitting on strings. And I've got the fingertips, these fingertips, they're pushing through past the other underneath, you could say, of the string. So they're just inside there and they're ready to pick. So I have my little finger sitting on the soundboard. Now, that's just how I've always played. What it does is it gives me stability with my right hand. I try to use my little finger, but it's such a habit. It's probably not a great habit, but it serves me okay. Like it doesn't interrupt my playing and it doesn't diminish my playing. I've come to be able to have that little finger there and all the other fingers do what they need to do. If that isn't something that A, you want to do, or B, you can't do, then you don't have to have your little finger there. But for now, I would say just get some stability and also separating these muscles in the right hand. So critical is hand position. It's the same as your strumming position. This arm doesn't move up or down any different. If I was to strum, my hand would be here. And if I'm to finger pick, it's in the same spot. So that your hand will always be around that area. Now, we're not going to worry too much about our left hand. We're going to get to this back to right hand, back to feel. What I want you to do, and what I've got in the workbook, is the very first exercise. Your thumb will sit on the 4th string. Now, if you count from the top, it's 6, 5, 4. So the 4th string is our G, D, G, D. D. Now what you're going to do is pick that string with your thumb. Now you're going to use your first and second finger to pick thumb 1, 2. Thumb 1, 2. Now I've got my third finger already resting, anticipating that soon I'm going to call on it to pick the next string, which I will after we do this. Thumb, 1, 2. Thumb, 1, 2. Then thumb, 1, 2, 3. Thumb, 1, 2, 3. Thumb, 1, 2, 3. The first exercise, thumb, 1, 2. Thumb, 1, 2. Second exercise, thumb, 1, 2, 3. Thumb, 1, 2, 3. Your third exercise is going to be coming back. So you're going to go thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. When you get used to doing this, this is the end result we want. Even, just like strumming, the practice will be, at the start, you'll most likely be struggling, looking, there'll be tension, and you'll be absolutely fine. Again, this takes time. But where you want to get to is everything being even. When you get used to your finger picking, bring in the chords you use maybe. You know, you can bring in this left hand to make it interesting, so it's not just all about rigid practice. But for this exercise, just to get used to this, start off little bites. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If even that is too much, then just do thumb 1, thumb 1, 1, thumb 1, thumb 1. Just use the first finger. But you're just going to work into using from basic first finger to first, second, third finger, and then ascending, descending, meaning going up and back, up. When you've got that, which you will, I have no doubt, we're going to alternate then with the thumb picking. Right now we're on the D string. What you can do is, just so that thumb doesn't get too secure living there, go one string up, go to the 5th string. So the end result, what we're going to go for here is we alternate between 2 strings with the thumb. That exercise will get your hand coordination and muscle memory, and it will use muscles that you probably never really knew existed. Little tiny ones in here. Now, there's a couple of critical points I want to make. Hand fatigue registers, whether consciously or unconsciously, as can be a give-up trigger. I can't get it. So as soon as you start to get hand fatigue and things are getting a little bit, you're getting aggravated and not enjoying it, stop. Stop and either go back to simple strumming patterns or have a rest. But don't allow little unconscious things to manifest into, it's just too hard. Yes, it is hard physically if you're not used to using the muscles in your hand. Don't forget, we're really here all still working on how does the guitar feel comfortable when I'm holding it, and how and where do my hands sit so they're efficient and they function to the best of their ability. So don't forget, you're teaching all of these muscles through here Your mind is learning something it hasn't done before, which is fantastic and so healthy. I can't say that enough. What you're doing here is not just, I'm just learning how to play the guitar. You're learning to use parts of your mind that have probably been switched off for quite a while. So you're switching things on up here, you're teaching things down here. So that's the finger picking exercise. Your end result, where we want to get to, whether it's a week, a month, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long. We want dexterity and flow in our finger picking. And when you have that, or even before you have that, you can still play around and make things up. Again, critical point. This isn't about solid, hardcore learning and not enjoyable. If you can do something that makes it enjoyable, do it. Like, go for it. You don't have to stick to everything I'm saying in the workbook. But I want you to teach this hand how to finger pick. Another thing I'll just say mechanically, when you set this hand up and you look down at your thumb, you need your thumb to pick, and if you can see my thumb, it sits in front of these other fingers. If I pick, now how I achieve that is, and you can do this, if your hand is sitting on the guitar and you rotate your hand down so this starts to point to the ground, you'll notice that your thumb pulls back and almost ends up sitting in behind my first finger. You need to rotate this hand, and this is another thing. This might feel really weird at the start and give you a little bit of wrist pain here, but you'll notice that my wrist, it's not a dead straight angle all the way through. My wrist kinks down, so there's a little break angle here on my wrist, and that allows my thumb to never get caught in and behind my other fingers. They should all pick into the palm of my hand when I'm picking. If you want to really set yourself up and get to feel, before you execute your single picking, do this. All fingers pick at the same time, like a syncopation. Thumb, one, and all 1, 2, 3 fingers. Thumb, all, thumb, all, thumb, fingers go back into the palm. That's a great exercise, even a warm-up exercise. Thumb, all fingers, thumb, all fingers, thumb, one finger, thumb, all fingers. I'm going to send you off with a little teaser, so you go, oh, I'm going to practice. Till next session, keep on jamming, have fun. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.